My name is Julia Caldicott.
I'm Abby Nicol.
My name is Lucy and I'm a teacher.
I'm Head of Maths at Manorcroft Academy in Dewsbury.
I'm a supply teacher for Randstad Education.
I did always think that I wanted to be a maths teacher. I realised that when I was doing my A-levels. Then I went off to uni and I sort of forgot about it a bit, and then I realised when I got into final year and I was doing economics that actually I didn't want to be a banker, I didn't want to go into the city, and that I still had this underlying passion for teaching maths.
Always wants to work with children. I'm a qualified baby massage and a baby yoga instructor as well. And from then I felt like I wanted to do this full time, so that's where my passion has evolved.
I didn't have, when I was a little girl, I'm going to grow up and do this. It sort of evolved. I was a nanny so that I could travel before I was a teacher. Then I thought I want to work with children, but I want to sort of expand what I'm doing. So I did a PGCE and I haven't looked back since.
The motto for our academy is changing lives, and I think the favourite thing about my role is changing lives and the outcomes that you can bring to students.
I love the uncertainty. Like, I walk into a school, I walk into a classroom, I have no idea what's going to happen. I can plan a lesson, but I have no idea how it's going to pan out. But at the end of the day, as long as the children learn having fun, that's what's important to me.
The way in which this role has fit around my home life has sort of changed over the last 8 years within teaching. You have to find that work-life balance, and I think the pandemic was one of the things that really encouraged teachers to think about work-life balance, and I think I've made sure that whatever I'm doing, it benefits the children, and if it doesn't benefit the children, then I don't do it, and that's really enabled me to have much more time in the evenings.
My favourite aspect of being a supply teacher is that I have choice and flexibility, and it can fit in with my family life.
Being a single mum of two, it works around myself, it works around my children, it works around having that social life as well.
I've been a lifelong Liverpool fan, and because I have the flexibility of not being on a contract, I can go to the Champions League final and I can get there in time and not worry that I have to be back at 8 o'clock in school, half awake.
Working through Randstad on the supply agency, I'm able to finish at the time that I've been instructed to finish and go home. My two children, they play football as well, so I'm able to attend their matches.
If somebody was looking for a role similar to mine, I would suggest that they almost interview the school as much as the school might interview them. All academies and all schools are different, and they feel like they have different personalities. Also consider the area that you're going to teach in as well. If you want to have the biggest impact, maybe go to the places where you don't necessarily expect to end up.
You go anywhere if you're willing to do the work, and through that you then learn what sort of school you're suited to and whether actually you are suited to supply at all. Basically, Randstad got me work, but I was willing to be flexible.
Someone who's coming into teaching or someone who's been a very experienced teacher, there's always that work available, dependent on your own experience and what you want to get out of it and what you're looking for as well.
If you're good, you will get work. And the more that you make a name for yourself, you will be in demand and you can work as much or as little as you like.
Applying for Randstad, they made it very straightforward and very easy. They were able to talk me through the process of what areas I'd like to work in, to answer all the questions, like all the uncertainties of will I get work, what would I do about holiday pay, about the process as well. And I felt very confident in applying through Randstad.
Human Forward. Randstad.